Something different is happening to you, and this is not a coincidence. It is not something that can be explained by medical exams or medication. These are physical changes that indicate an ongoing spiritual awakening. Although the world around you may not understand, you are experiencing a profound internal transformation that is beginning to reflect physically in your body. The signs you have been experiencing are your body's responses to a deeper connection with the divine. What may seem to be fatigue or discomfort is, in fact, your spirit expanding and adjusting to a new phase. Your energy is preparing you for something grand, and this is not something to be ignored. Spiritual awakening is a real process and often difficult to comprehend. Signs that indicate something deep is happening to you and that you are being guided toward the fulfillment of your divine purpose. It is not easy, but with each step you take, you are becoming more aligned with the universe's plan for you and your life. Do not be alarmed by what is happening to your body. If you are feeling these signs, understand that it is just the beginning of a transformative spiritual journey, and if this content resonates with you, follow the channel to learn more about your process and how it can help you grow even more on this journey. Have you ever suddenly felt an intense heat or cold running through your body? It is neither fever nor physical discomfort. These temperature fluctuations are a physical symptom coming from within, as if it is being activated by something greater. Often it arises during prayers, meditations, or even moments of great emotional surrender. This spiritual heat and cold can shift rapidly. It can be 100 degrees out and you are piled in blankets. The next second, you're burning up and you're throwing all the layers off just to put them back on minutes later. It's that drastic. And this has definitely happened to me on multiple occasions. It indicates that the process of transformation is underway. Energy is releasing something in your spirit for you to grow and transform. This is the moment when you begin to align with a higher purpose. The heat and cold should not be ignored. It is not a symptom of illness, but a divine energy that is activating and purifying your inner self. This happens to me in times of distress. When I am going through something so intense, not only does this happen, but I leave my body if the situation continues. Literally, my energy, my soul, whatever you want to call it, leaves my body, and I am left making decisions to come back to life or just let my body die. I get inflammatory responses to emotions like hives in different parts of my body, depending on what emotionally I'm going through. Right now, I have them all the way down my spine, just my spine, and both of my elbows. They are in this position now because I do not feel as if my home is safe and that my stability in life is not safe. That is why they are in the spots that they are in right now. They used to be all over my face and all over my neck. And this was me losing one identity and walking into another. And that was really hard for me to understand at the time. And this went on for more than a year. So when you feel physical symptoms, it's good to get an evaluation, not only by a doctor. I'm not going to tell anybody not to go to a doctor, but you need to also find healing sources like energy sources, Reiki, hypnotism, um, going into places where they have the scanners that read your body and tell you what your body is missing and what it needs, these kinds of things. Doctors normally do not have the answers for this, and they're just going to give you medications to might get rid of your symptoms or whatever's happening to you for a minute, but they will come back immediately when you stop taking those drugs. That's how you know this is not a medical situation. This is an emotional situation. This is an ascension situation. It also happens when I'm getting a lot of downloads for my DNA, or the world is shifting a lot like it is right now. I feel it all. I feel everything that's going on in the world, and it's only piling up on what I'm already dealing with and feeling in my life. So I not only feel incredibly cold to hot inside my body, but my ears are ringing. I'm not sleeping. I feel like I'm dying. Not knowing what all this information means because it's coming from like just this big blob of information, it needs to be dissected and studied. It's like I'm frozen, not knowing what to do about anything at the moment because I'm being downloaded with so much information and so many changes are going on. So I feel frozen at the moment. So I am having to take meditation time and go through all of this information and figure out what it means, what I'm supposed to do with it, and start breaking it down piece by piece by piece instead of taking it all in one lump sum. And it's okay to tell the universe and the universal beings that you're getting too much information, you're crashing, this isn't working, you need to slow down. So be aware of that you need to be able to say that, especially if you don't understand what is happening to you. So not knowing what all this information means is a huge problem. So right now I'm asking who I am, what am I doing here? All these shifts are like a tornado just tossing me around until I figure them out. Like when I close my eyes, I'm literally seeing things just spinning around me. And I feel like I'm spinning and there's nothing to grab onto. This is probably the most intense ascension symptom I've gone through thus far. I've gone through these before, but they weren't as intense as everything seems to be right now. When I concentrate on them, I ask to be taken to different parts of myself. I either go astral projecting and meet up with past and future versions of myself. You're bumping into them all the time, by the way. Time is not linear, it flows all together. So you are bumping into your past versions and future versions of yourself. I also go astral projecting because I'm leaving my body and I'm going out into the universe to just get away from the 3D and this world and the earth and the noise and all of just everything that's going on, and have it be quiet and try to figure out what is going on and how I can break this down and how I can make it work for me. So just know that these symptoms are a flame that dissolves everything that no longer serves you for your next level. As uncomfortable as you may feel, as painful, even physically painful as it could get, like some people have fibromyalgia, that is an ascension symptom. You still need to figure out the messages and what you're supposed to be doing. So call in somebody if you need help figuring this out. You can get this information by getting your Akashic records read. I do that. You can figure it out by getting hypnotherapy, Reiki sessions. I do these as well. You can get it through quantum meditation healing processes. I do this as well. There are a ton of people out there that can help you get the information. You're just getting your astrology chart read would help as well. That one I don't do, but I can recommend someone to you. That is amazing. So don't ignore them and don't just assume that it's something medical. It may be uncomfortable, but it's a part of the process of purification and growth. It's an energy that paves the way for what is to come. You'll begin feeling new energies hearing frequencies, traveling through dimensions, and have visions. Your gifts will increase in strength and you will feel this power shift. Are you going to use this power that you have for good or bad? What do you want for your life? It's time for you to make that decision as you're ascending. This inner transformation is an opportunity to leave behind everything that limits your growth and move towards a fuller life that is connected with energy's purpose. You have been waking up in the middle of the night. This is also a symptom. Between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. These are normally called the witching hours to people that are religious, but has nothing to do with that. If the answer is yes, that you're getting woke up at odd hours in the morning, know that this is also not a coincidence. For many people undergoing a spiritual awakening, this happens often. I'm already awake by this time because I have to get up very early and start teaching, but I am getting woke up hours before I should actually be waking up. So these early morning hours are often seen as a time of greater spiritual connection when the spirit is more tuned into the divine. It is not uncommon to feel pressure in your chest or sensation of being called during these hours. I have been feeling that. My heart chakra has been hurting a lot. It can feel very strange, almost as if something is calling you to awaken. And I am not often awakened from my sleep. So this is ascension. This can be interpreted as a clear sign that energy is trying to communicate with you during this quiet and deep moment. Waking up at these times indicates that your body is adjusting to a more intimate communication with the universe. It may feel uncomfortable or even disturbing, but do not ignore what your body is trying to show you in your spiritual awaken. It often manifests during the night when the world around you is silent. You may also notice that you need less and less sleep or more and more sleep as your body is adjusting to this. Follow what your body is telling you it needs. This quietness is the perfect opportunity for you to receive divine messages and to adjust your mind and heart. It may be your body's response to the level of spiritual energy that is expanding. Spiritual awakening often comes with internal adjustments that the body needs to make to withstand the new level of perception and dimensions you are ascending through, and the past lives that you are remembering. So as your energy grows with more knowledge and more information to the truth, your body has to make adjustments to house that energy because it's getting bigger. You may start to notice more pain in your body, and medical professionals have no explanation for it. These pains can arise suddenly without obvious reasons, and they may be intense, especially in your back, shoulders, or even your head. If you're feeling this, know that you are not alone and it is not uncommon for the chosen ones to have these pains. It is not something wrong with you or your body, but rather something is happening in the spiritual and energetic level in your body. When your spirit begins to purify itself, there is a process of releasing old emotions, traumas, and fears that have been stored inside your energy. It is as if the body is accompanying the changes at the spiritual level as you release what no longer serves you in past traumas, old grievances, old emotional blockages. The body needs to adjust to this new energy, and it often comes with physical discomfort. Because this energy is moving more intensely, clearing what needs to be released, this purification process can be extremely uncomfortable, but is necessary for you to reach the next level of your spiritual journey. During times like this, I will feel kind of poked and prodded. I also suffer from pancreatitis, and that it gets inflamed, and I will start vomiting. Sometimes it is my pancreas, but most of the time I am going through deep emotions that are trying to clear. So it's a way of my body purging itself. So when your body starts to purge itself, it is going to hurt. It is going to be uncomfortable emotionally, physically, spiritually. Pay attention to things like inflammatory responses, diabetes, because if you have diabetes, you are eating the wrong diet for your body. A lot of people have heart problems because of the stress in their life and the things that they choose not to clear. You'll have symptoms that you keep going to the doctor and telling them something is wrong with you, but the doctors cannot figure it out. It took them 8 years to diagnose me with pancreatitis when I knew the whole time that I had pancreatitis because I've worked in healthcare. So don't give up and keep working on breaking down the messages that you're getting. Just remember, you are releasing emotional and spiritual burdens that no longer belong in your life. This process is not instantaneous and it's going to require patience, which I definitely don't have. Spiritual awakening is an ongoing journey, it never stops. And remember that this is not a punishment, but a cleansing process. It definitely feels like a punishment. I feel like I am going through a punishment right now. But you are being shaped to carry and purge energy that is more aligned with your divine purpose. So you're going to carry new energy, purge the old. So just remember, call in your energy healers. Get yourself help through this process. If you are gifted in any way, you should already have a circle of friends around you that are gifted that can help heal you and get you through this process. And the same for you back to them. Another thing that happens is your senses become more heightened. Sounds that were once almost imperceptible start to become intense, and you notice details around you that previously went unnoticed. This is not a coincidence, but rather a clear sign that your spiritual perception is expanding and you are beginning to perceive the energies around you in a more intense way. You start to notice how the energies of people affect the environment and your own energy. Situations that were once common now seem intensely charged with spiritual meanings that you had not noticed before. You will feel the emotions of other people so intensely that sometimes it feels like you are living their experiences as well. This is a sign that your ability to perceive and understand the energies around you is expanding throughout this journey. This is where you set boundaries, and no is a complete sentence, and it is not to be repeated. You will start to attract narcissists. Protection for yourself is so important. Put up those boundaries. This process of connecting with the spiritual world makes you more attentive, more aware, and more present in what is happening around you over time. You have the ability to connect with the divine and with the energies around you, so connect with them. It will be a gift, but also a responsibility as you learn to handle these new gifts and power that your energy is taking on. You will also experience changes in appetite. One of the most notable changes and shifts is a change in your appetite. Your energy is growing, it is expanding. Your body is going to start demanding certain things, and you need to start listening to that. So you're going to notice that certain foods that you once enjoyed no longer taste the same or simply do not please you at all. This is not temporary. This will continue. Your body is adjusting to accommodate the new energies you are being activated with. You need to have a healthy diet. You need to be taking care of your body so that this process is a lot easier on your body. So you're going to start seeking lighter, more natural, nutritious foods, fruits and vegetables, simpler foods. A lot of people stop eating meat. Once again, listen to your body. What is it telling you it needs as far as nutrition? Another common sensation during your spiritual waking is the emergence of vibrations or tingling in different parts of the body. These signs may begin in the hands, feet, or even at the crown of your head. And they are a clear indication that your spiritual energy is being activated and realigned when you feel these vibrations. They could also feel like pricks to your skin. That's normally what I feel. You feel something going into your body. You also feel or see the presence of universal beings doing it. At least I do. If you have your vision open, you will see them and you will be able to interact with them. And that is a part of ascension. You will get to that place. If you identify with any of these signs, do not ignore them. Allow yourself to experience this transformation and share your experiences in the comments below. Who knows, your story may help others understand that they are also going through something similar. You are not alone in this journey. And if you're experiencing your spiritual awakening, follow this channel and share this message with other people that might be going through a similar transformation and need this information as well. So please subscribe and like and comment to my channel. And I will see you soon, Starseeds, with another message.